Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. President Trump and his administration are talking optimistically, at least publicly, regarding his goal of sweeping tax reform. One day after the passage in the House, his chief spokeswoman is expressing optimism about the prospects in the Senate, despite reports of dissension in the GOP ranks. This as the president made headlines by commenting on the Al Franken sexual harassment case, by remaining silent on the accusations against Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore, and by doing something we did not expect about his Supreme Court choices going forward. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts starts us off tonight.
In his only public appearance today, meeting NCAA championship teams, President Trump said nothing about any of the big items in the news, but did weigh in on Twitter. On tax reform, President Trump was over the moon about the passage of the House bill, tweeting, quote, "Great numbers on stocks in the economy. If we get tax cuts and reform, we'll really see some great results." The president also taking aim at the fact not a single Democrat voted for the bill, accusing Democrats of a lost opportunity, tweeting, quote, "If Democrats were not such obstructionists and understood the power of lower taxes, we would be able to get many of their ideas into bill." The next stop on the legislative road is the Senate. The bill was voted out of the Finance Committee yesterday, but not without some serious heat across party lines.
I come from the poor people, and I've been here working my whole stinking career for people who don't have a chance. And I really resent anybody saying that I'm just doing this for the rich. Give me a break. I get kind of sick and tired of it.
Well, Mr. Chairman,
it's not true.
With all due respect, I get sick and tired of the richest people
Regular order,
in the country
Mr. Chairman.
getting richer and
Regular order.
Bill is passed.
It's not just Democrats who oppose the tax reform bill. 6 Republican senators have said they're either no or on the fence, including Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, Tennessee's Bob Corker, John McCain and Jeff Flake of Arizona, Maine's Susan Collins, and Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Still, the White House is predicting success.
We certainly are still very confident that we're going to get this package passed, and we'd love to see some of the Democrats come on board and support this historic piece of legislation.
Didn't get any Democrats in the House. How does that portend for getting them in the Senate?
There's always hope.
President Trump also weighed in on the brewing controversy surrounding Senator Al Franken, tweeting, quote, "The Al Frankenstein picture is really bad, speaks 1,000 words. Where do his hands go in pictures 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 while she sleeps?" The president, who has faced his own allegations of sexual impropriety, was criticized for going after Franken, but staying quiet this week about Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore. Kellyanne Conway today suggested it's a matter of timing.
Well, Al Franken was a brand new news story yesterday, and the president weighed in, as he does on the news of the day, often enough. The Roy Moore story is 8 days old, and the president put out a statement during his Asia trip on that.
And the White House is looking ahead to the next vacancy on the Supreme Court, announcing 5 more names on the list of possible nominees. The additions include Amy Coney Barrett, whom President Trump appointed to the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals this year, Britt Grant, who sits on the Georgia Supreme Court, Brett Kavanaugh, a Bush appointee to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, Kevin Newsom, whom President Trump appointed to Atlanta's 11th Circuit this year, and Patrick Wyrick, a new appointee to the Oklahoma Supreme Court. While there are currently no vacancies on the Supreme Court, there are rumblings that Justice Anthony Kennedy may retire sometime after Thanksgiving, and the White House wants to be fully prepared for that. Brett?
That would be something. John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John, thank you.